Good afternoon. I hope you're having a good week this week. I'm glad you could join us today. I want to talk to you about health and nutrition. What if you have all of your core curriculum picked out, but you still need some odds and ends? Or maybe you're just looking for a way to keep your family or make your family healthier. Well, let schoolhouseteachers.com help you with that. We have lots of things for that. This is something very important to me around my house. I make my children eat fruits and vegetables. Sometimes I'm very unpopular. But I learned a long time ago that I feel better if I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And I have to make sure that I get lots of protein. It's not always my favorite thing to eat. One of the things I like to do is drink cucumber water. I grew some cucumbers in my garden this year, and you slice them up and you put them in water with ice, and it gets a little bit of flavor in there, but there's lots of cool benefits from cucumber water, so that's what I'm drinking today. I'd like to talk to you about the health and fitness classes we have. Let's start off by looking at our website. See here where it says browse by subject, and we go to health and fitness, and it brings us to this page. And we're going to start with this first class. It's called Family Fitness. There's 3 modules. It has have videos, and there's lessons you can print out. There's also activities you can do as a family. This helps show the importance of movement and keeping muscles healthy. So let's look at the sample here. Module 1, making time for movement. Don't we all have trouble with that? I know we do. This talks about goal setting, scheduling, and prioritizing movement. So you need to talk to your kids about how your body moves, and this one has a video, but we're not going to look at that today. It has some physical activity ideas to do with your family, and it tells you the difference between fast moves and slow moves and the importance of both of those. Then it gives you a little calendar here where you can keep track of your movements, or you can make goals of your movements. Week 2 is on here. Creating patterns of movement. And this is interesting. It kind of talks about like doing a circuit training, making one of those in your home. And that would be fun to do. You put on some music and get to going with your family and make it fun. Now the next one I want to show you is family nutrition. This shows the basics of nutrition, how to make small changes. And really that's where it starts, is making some small changes, not drastic ones. This has lessons, worksheets. It also has some recipes and projects. It's 14 weeks long, and it's for the whole family. There's 4 basic parts. Let's look at the outline here. Sample. This is one of the recipes here that it gives you. It's pineapple carrot muffins, and it talks about how to get the whole family involved. And really, once the kids start reading recipes, and you can talk about what needs to go in the food, and once they have some investment in making the food, it's easier to get them to be healthy. See the course outline here. It talks about different things. Introduction to family nutrition. And it says, can you grow it yourself? Well, let me show you. This is what I grew. I grew lots of things this summer. Some successful, some not so successful. We had some spaghetti squash, yellow squash, zucchini. I even grew lettuce. Lettuce is very easy to grow. Some green beans and peppers, as you can see. Tomatoes, I didn't do so well. But it's kind of fun to get everyone involved and lay down the fertilizer together. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the fun part. The next class I want to show you is Growing Healthy in First Grade. And it says first grade, but really you can do it in lower elementary, probably 1st through 3rd. This has 9 lessons, and they're principles. They have activities. Sometimes they'll show you parts of the body or give you simple ideas of how to eat healthy. There are topics on sleep, hygiene, safety, and manners. All important stuff for first graders to know. The next class is Health 101. Now this is 12 monthly units and it's for middle school. And we're going to look at the course outline here. Unit 1, what is health? 2, what is nutrition? 3, nutritional needs of a teen. 4, healthy food choices. Personal hygiene, dental health, heart health, muscle health, exercise and fitness, good mental health, personal safety, staying healthy, and personal health care. Lots of good things in there that teens need to talk about, and it might start some discussions with you that might be, awkward to bring up by themselves anyway. But that's a good class there. And like I said, teens need some assistance sometimes, especially on how to be healthy and some hygiene and fit in some exercise. The next one is kindergarten health, and it is 6 weekly lessons, so just you can take your time on that or just do it 6 weeks in a row. It has printables with activities, and sometimes there's they're talking about nutrition, sleep, hygiene, and exercise. Here is a sample. It talks about the different kinds of foods. See, it has some colorful examples there and the different food groups that God made and how to fit that all into your, has a little coloring page there, how to make that into a healthy diet for your elementary kid. Okay, now the next one is middle school health. There are 24 weekly lessons with printables, and this adds some topics like emotions and safety, also important things for your middle schoolers. See here it talks about carbs, fat, cholesterol, protein and minerals, calories and vitamins, healthy food and meal planning. And this one is a little different. It has links to articles where they can read about these topics. Now the next one I want to show you is called Nourishing Nuggets. And it has all kinds of little tidbits of information for you to help with your family to incorporate a little bit at a time. It's 16 weeks long. It has printable lessons if you want, or you can read it from the computer. It's for the family. Talks about the macro and the micronutrients. Do you know the difference between those? What we eat and what we drink and the importance of that. And see, it has some different lessons here. The nutritional building blocks of the food, the micro, the macro, applying the use of whole foods. That's sometimes something we don't see a lot nowadays because we like to buy things in packages. Talks about snacks. At this age at middle school, there are a lot of options for snacks that your teens might want to eat, and so we need to teach them how to make healthy choices. Now, if I go back to my main page here and scroll down, there are other resources from World Book. You can download some ebooks, or you can read some articles. There's some unit studies. And then if you were searching particularly for something for a certain age group, you could search it that way. Now there's one more thing I want to show you, and this is under our electives in the family section. This is Whole Foods Cooking with Su Gregg. Now I actually met Su Gregg many years ago, probably 22 years ago. She came to our church and she did a seminar, and I remember really learning a lot during her seminar. She really helped me begin my journey to health, and I learned how to read labels, use real food, and cook from scratch. And I was newly married at the time, so my husband probably appreciated that. But it's 14 weeks, and it has some lessons. Let's look at those. But it gives you instructions, and it has step-by-step photo demonstrations of Sue doing this with her family. So here it gives you, and I used to have some of her cookbooks. I used them for many years, but it gives you real ingredients to use in your cooking to make it healthy. Instead of just buying cans of stuff, you can make spaghetti sauce from scratch. But it starts out here with the Su Gregg cookbook story, and she gives her own personal story of how she was diagnosed with cancer and why she began to investigate and research about food and its role in keeping your body healthy and preventing cancer. And so that's really an interesting place to start reading. But she talks about, you should do these things here in order, but she talks about almond milk and coconut milk, and she talks about quinoa, other whole grains, lots of different recipes here that you can do with your family. Some things in the blender. She teaches you how to make butter. She teaches you how to make some pancakes that are healthy. She has lots of recipes here that I encourage you to look at. But my question to you is this: what ways do you help your family stay healthy? In a world of potato chips and soda and candy bars and video games, how do you fit nutrition and exercise into your homeschool day? Please comment below and let us all know, and we can learn from each other. Thanks. I hope you have a great day and a great week. See you Friday.